Good day, Spiegelman here, and welcome by the fourth day of the Guild Arena. And the third theme I'm going to explain a bit more in depth is the second team here. Now, it's the Santa, Cap, Ben Austin, Nordock, and Quinlan team. And for that I go to the hero section. Basically, this is the slow but steady, a bit of a. There is not really a team in it. It is not like the Cleave team or the turn meter manipulation team, like the first and the second team. Basically, it's trying to survive as long as possible. And it starts with Quinlan. He's even with the artifact, the third artifact, he is slower. And that means that his exclusive kicks in. And his second exclusive is increase his turn meter by 10% for every enemy target whose speed is higher than at the beginning of each wave. So at the start, he will get a 30-40% extra turn meter, which gives him actually more speed. So if he gets 50%, he gets 50% of this speed extra. So 835 extra, which brings him to 2500 speed, effectively only at the first round. But I hope that he is fast enough to use his exclusive, and his exclusive, not his exclusive, his attack form, a Devil Flame swing, and that has a chance to put a freeze on him if the enemy has a hit point burn on him. I hope to get an exclusive 3 because then he will automatically put a hit point burn on the enemy before swinging, and then because there is always a hit point burn on the enemy. Because there's a 100% chance together with his effect hit, put it there, he will try to freeze, inflict a freeze on the enemy. That would be nice because if he freezes them 3 or 4, it really takes a chunk out of the enemy, and most likely or hopefully in their attack and in their defense. Then the rest of the team is a Cut and Santa and Nordock. They all have shields, so they are really there to excuse me, to put shields and protect it. And Nordock also has this damage immunity, if you can put it there if needed. Cat is there not only for the shields, but also because of the auto clench. She removes 1 debuff at the start of her turn, which in the beginning can be extended to 2 buffs because you can cast the consolidation, Sword Guardian, the consolidation on your target. Because he acts 1 more turn, you can remove 2 debuffs. And Santa, of course, he can give you 40% shield and also increase your speed by 40. And also coming surprise, which has a chance to freeze. And the good thing is that if Quinlan deals a freeze on the target at the start of the turn, and Nicholas can act before their turn, so if their speed is all lower than the 2200, I can try to freeze them for 2 turns. So most of their damage dealers, like Anita or what's her name? This one, Agatha, but also Nitrold, all the major damage dealers don't have the speed of 2200. That means that there is a big chance that you can freeze them for 2 turns. Normally a buff is not, or a debuff is not stackable. So if someone is frozen, you can freeze him 5 times. Still, when his turn starts, 1 freeze goes away. But because of its exclusive 2, not only he'll see some hit points, which is nice, but if there are 2 or 3 enemies on the free status, reduce the cooldown of common surprise by 1. If there's 4, remove it by 2. This also counts for targets that are already on with a freeze, not the freeze from him. So it's the freeze from him and for him. And where is it that it? Oh, here. If an enemy is already on the freeze status, extend the duration of freeze by 1 turn. That means that if you can freeze them with Quinlan and then use the common surprise and freeze, let's say 4, that would be ideal, his cooldown will go 2 down. That means that he has an active skill cooldown of 2. Next turn, you will cast speed up, so 40% extra speed. So the chance that you can afflict common surprise before the enemy has 2 turns is really high, and you can really freeze them. And it's stacked, so the duration is extended again by 1. So they already have 1 turn, you can extend them by 1 turn. So you can put them in a kind of perma-freeze. And you see sometimes that some of the enemies, they will not have any turn. Of course, if they have a declencher or debuffer like a remover, like Paulin, for example, is a different story, because Paulin is not frozen. So you try to kill Paulin as soon as possible. And for that, there is one supporter, Ben Austin. He can do a turn meter manipulation a little bit, steal the turn meter of all enemies by 10%. Basically can give him up to 50% turn meter. And he has this King's Majesty, which will remove all buff from the enemy target, and if you block debuff, and let all his friends, party members, use his basic attack. And for that is like, okay, Quinlan puts a hit point burn on him, Santa deals a bit of damage and puts effect resistance down, so he needs to act first. That's why he is in the first line, the first character in my team. So effect resistance down, and then hit point burn. And the good thing is, if you put enough shields on Nordek, his basic attacks not only deals 300% death damage, which is not so much because I didn't spec him for death defense, but also 40% of his total shield value, and that's because of the exclusive one, even 60%, and then also not 30% of all allies total shield value. So there's a lot of shield value in the team, so he can hit really hard. In the previous movies, you have seen that he can do crits from 3k damage and normal hits 800k. It's not a problem for him. So he is the finishing. Basically, he is the finishing. And the second backup damage delay is Quinlan. Quinlan is the hit point burner, which is okay, but his erosive spear also deals quite a lot of damage, and can do quite a lot of damage, and also a chance to inflict freeze if the enemy isn't killed right away by this attack. So it's a defensive one, really focused on the damage of my Nordek, a bit of damage on my Quinlan, which is there just to put some hit point burns and slowly burn them to death, but especially all the shields to be really protective, together with the clench like abilities from Catherine and also from Ben Austin, because if he puts his pursue attack, the last one, on a target, all my targets will remove their controls. And then the freeze. So there's like a bit of everything. It's really defensive, trying to control and slowly kill the enemy. Now let's see what we can do in the battle. This is, I think, quite a hard one, but we will see what we can do. Okay, here we have a Nordek, which is really painful. So let's see if my Pauline can unfreeze them and deal decent amount of damage. Then my cleave team, I think that I can do this. My cleave team is way faster, should be way faster than her team. If I can kill Space Nita and focus, the last two should be able to down, I hope. The problem is that they have a G-Man which hits so hard and she strips all the shields. I still think that I try it this way. Let's see. Yeah, all frozen. No, not all frozen, but a lot of them are frozen. Let's see. His Ben Austin is also before me. The thing is that let's see how he's, because I don't want the Santa going before my team, and if his Santa is faster, slower than my Brister, and Brister gives a 30% turn meter boost to my Nita, and she can deal some damage. But if Ben uses his turn meter steal, I think that Santa is before my Brister, and he will freeze again the team. So let's see what happens. I know. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Like this. My Nita is before him, and now the thing is, oh, there was no pawn there, so I can do this. Yeah. Freeze, 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 freeze. And you see they're almost dead now. So just to be sure. Oh, no problem. Let's try to. No. First, let's look. The space 2400 and he is 24, but my Popper gets, no, not, because he also gets 30% because of her exclusives, I think. Yeah, increase the turn meter by 30. So she is actually faster if I will not remove turn meter. This Panda is okay. And these are slower. So I really need to lower turn meter, remove buffs, put this here, silence them. All are silenced except for her. She cannot be silenced. She's immune for that. Remove some turn meter. Remove some turn meter from Pauline. And now let's see if I can deal enough damage at least to kill all of them. Yeah, okay. I want to say Batagata, but Batagata also killed. Yeah, and now, lucky. Shield. My shield will be, and this is a hard one. My shield will be removed by a Guilliman, but if I do this one, and I don't freeze all the opponents, they all will attack me. The thing is that I need to do that because I need to stop this demon. And there are not really a lot of damage dealers here. So let's see if I can freeze some of them. Yeah. That's a good thing. Now, who needs to be gone? Frozen, frozen, frozen. I think that I want to stop her. Kijk, look. Now. You saw that Ben Alston, he removed the freeze from my Nordic when attacking. Let's see what I can do. Let's try to freeze more and try to get Wiedemann gone. Yes, nice. More shields. She's still frozen. Let's target her. Let's see if I can freeze her again. Quinlan and why I do this and not focusing on her Catherine and Quinlan is just because I don't want them to attack my enemies or my characters. Now, Nordic again is, if correct, buffed, so let's see. He kills her right away. Let's see if I can freeze some more. Yes. Since she is frozen now, it shouldn't be a big problem. Speed up and kill with Nordic. 3 wins.
Who are you to
So, the last battle. So, the last battle, and I'm not really unhappy if I looked at the teams just like at the start and the actual result. I mean, against this team, getting 9 flags. Did I say it correct? Yes, 9 flags from the 12 that are actually possible to get. And let's see. Not everybody did it, but and the other teams. I think this will also be a lose. Maybe the top lane tower will get it, but no, middle lane should also be possible. Now let's see. I wish everybody good luck with their battles and see you all around. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.